Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I will be casting a 1v1 between myself and another player on the ladder. I'm mostly going to be casting this in order to make sure that my replay blocker is working properly. I am spawning in the upper right corner on Blistering Sands as the red Zerg, and in the bottom left corner, Chumbo, my opponent, is spawning as the blue Protoss. He picked Protoss. I played random as usual, and just wanted to cast one or two games before the Tris Cup replays start coming in. We've got like half of the group round already finished. Those of you that haven't played yet, please get your games in. I know Spark Dog, couple others, Milakina, Callicles was out of town, but he'll be playing this evening. If you haven't played at least one of your games, try and get some of them done as soon as possible. So we have me going up to 10 food, making the Overlord and doing the extractor trick. So pretty much, if you are playing as Zerg and you want to know the best openings, there's really 3 schools of thought, and they are that you should go to 9 out of 10 and then build an Overlord before your next drone. That way your Overlord is out for your next, your 11th and 12th drone. Or to go to 10 out of 10 with your drones and build your Overlord and then do a 1 extractor trick to get out 11 of 10. Or the third school of thought, which I actually like doing, but I didn't do here, is to go 10 out of 10 and then do a double extractor trick. You have to get to around 150 minerals, throw down 2 extractors, hit 2 drones real quick, and cancel both of them. And that gets you to 12 out of 10. And then you would build your Overlord after that, rather than before. This game I did the 11 out of 10, and it really doesn't matter, it's personal preference, but all 3 of those are going to be a little bit more economic than just doing a straight 10 out of 10 into Overlord. So you can see I got my gas relatively early, and then threw my spawning pool down. I usually do with a 1 base opener. I go 14 out of 18 and then get my gas at around 100 minerals and then wait and get my spawning pool at 200. And then I just drone up to 15 and drop an Overlord and then start saving larva for whenever the spawning pool pops out. And I usually just make as many Zerglings as I can right after that, pop my queen down, and then start the speed boost as quick as possible. So let's see what's going on over here. The Protoss has 2-gated, and I've scouted that. And because I scouted that he 2-gated and that he actually doesn't have a side core down, I decided to steal his gas. Now, this is a good play, but only if you really know what you're going to do with it. What I decided to do as soon as I saw that he had 2-gated was to throw down a Roach Roaring real quick, and you actually can see right there that I canceled it and got back in there. As long as there's only 1 Zealot hitting on it, you can actually do this indefinitely, and it really delays the Protoss and messes him up. He's starting his side core down here. I actually don't see that. I thought he was still 2-gating at the time, so I thought if I threw down a Roach Warren, got Speedlings, you know, in a good enough number, and then pumped Roach, I'd have some kind of timing attack that I could take advantage of the large number of Zealots. And I think I'm going to do this extractor trick one more time. I think this is a bad play by him, not sending more than 1 Zealot. He might be trying to hide the fact that he's massing up Zealots, and he's also worried that I'm going to come in the main with Speedlings, because you can see that I have a relatively large number of Speedlings, and my speed is almost done. I could definitely have done some damage to his economy, so that was a smart play. So I see that there's 2 Zealots on it, and I cancel it and trying to get a little more scout information in. This drone is super excited for how well he's done. He sees the side core, he sees the 2 gates, and he thinks he's home free, and then he runs into a wall of Zealots. But anyway, I decided that I was going to start working on the back rocks here. Blue is actually a pretty good player. He managed to scout out this Roach Warren. That was a really good timing for that probe to get in here, although if I hadn't had my Zerglings out here, that probe would have been able to see nothing. So I probably should have left a few Zerglings, so I'm anticipating that. I'm pretty sure right now he's going hard for Stalkers after seeing my roach warren, so I know that I've only got a really limited amount of time, and I'm really happy that I have these speedlings. So the thing that's really nice about getting roaches and speedlings out early is they take care of pretty much all the gateway units. The only way that the Protoss is going to be able to manage it is with a small choke, which gets nullified on this map due to the rocks, which he hasn't actually scouted out that I'm doing this, and I think that's a big blunder on his part. He really needs to put a pylon up on this ridge right here. Pretty much any player should put either an overlord, a supply depot, or a pylon when playing on this map right here. And he's about to do that, but it's right whenever my timing attack comes through. And so I've got more roaches rallied, still keeping my energy on my queen relatively low. That's always important to do when you're one basing. Now I see that he threw down a robo bay, and I sniped that as soon as possible. And I kind of had a little blunder here. I think I should have left the speedlings on those zealots before the probes got in the mix. I probably could have gotten a few more down. But now this was also pretty bad. He managed to get his zealots in on my speedlings, or without even having any support. So it looks like he's going to possibly hold this off with my reinforcements. You can just see how amazing roaches are versus zealots. Micro isn't the greatest in here for me, but I really am overwhelming him with a really good timing push. Now the trick that I decided to go, or the thing that I did after this, was I pulled guys out of gas when I realized I just had enough gas so that I could continue making as many roaches as I needed. I have a few roaches morphing in here. Go to the production tab. Yeah, I only have 2 more roaches, but I am reinforcing with speedlings. I think that's really important here because, as you can see me destroying the rest of his forces, if he gets a lot of stalkers out, that could effectively shut down my roach play. And so getting speedlings is just a good counter to his counter to my roaches. But more than that, speedlings are like the fastest unit in the game, and this is as he GG's out. Since speedlings are the fastest unit in the game, they're by far the best reinforcing unit, so I can get them there really fast. You can see they were already right here, so even if he had managed to fight this off, I would have had this game won. But anyway, thanks for joining, and hopefully the overlay worked well and everything. Alright, and look forward to casting some of these tournament games.